So you're looking for a mic that you can use for almost anything, but you're on a budget. Maybe it's time to look at lav mics, like this one. Alright, the product we're looking at today is the Paladou Lavalier microphone. It uses a standard 3.5mm jack, which means it can be used on a whole variety of devices, so you don't have to worry too much about compatibility issues. This also extends the possibilities of what you can use this mic for, from videos to gaming to a whole bunch of other things. So let's check it out. So inside the box, you're going to get a carrying pouch to carry all the items inside, and inside it you'll find all your tools. You get an extension cable as well as the mic itself. Now you're also not going to get just one but two windscreens. You also get a TRRS to a TRS adapter, and you get a manual. Anyhow, taking a look at this mic, it feels pretty okay. The mic portion itself is actually made of metal, and the little bit on top that has a little grill indicates where it's probably going to record all its sound. There's a little metal clamp here, and it feels pretty sturdy, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be alright hanging onto any piece of clothing without breaking. The clamp is removable, and you can change it out in case a little plastic piece that attaches it to the mic breaks or something, or you just don't want it. Lastly, the cable is 56 inches long, and you get a little rubber tie to keep it together. But if that cable isn't long enough, you get a 79-inch cable extension, which is pretty much the same in terms of material and build. The same goes for this TRS adapter, which you will need when you want to use your phone or your computer. Finally, you get not just one, but two windscreens, which you can use to block out popping sounds as well as ambient wind in the area you're recording. Very important thing to note about this mic is that it's designed specifically to be first used with phones. So if you want to use it on a camera or your laptop or PC, you're going to need to use the little adapter that it comes with. So let's plug it in, put on a little windscreen, clip it on, and let's go. Okay, so this is how the Paladou mic would sound just below my chin, like right over here, if I'm talking straight forward. Of course, if I talk down to it, it's going to capture the sound more loudly because my sound waves are going straight at it. But if I'm talking this way, I'm directing my sound more forward towards the camera, and hopefully it should still capture a good amount of it. Okay, so now I have the mic hidden under my jacket right here. And the purpose is to see if this would sound more muffled at all, in case I want the mic to be more hidden in my videos. Another thing I want to test out is the polar pattern and the direction of this mic. So I'm currently talking straight into the side of the mic where the grill isn't. And I'm going to talk all around it to see if it captures any sound, versus if I point it straight at me to see if it's any louder. And it should definitely get quieter if I turn it completely away from me. Okay, as I've done with most of my previous videos, I've been recording on this mic exclusively. In this case, I haven't actually edited the audio. I just kind of took it as is as the camera takes it, as well as took it as my computer took it when it was recording. So okay, some things to note about this mic, as well as lav mics in general, is to make it sound really good, you have to know where to position it, and that may take a little bit of testing. Generally speaking, you don't want it too far under your chin, because it's not going to pick up the sounds coming out of your mouth as well. So right now it's actually on my collar, so it'll pick up sound a little bit better because it's more in front of my head, and it's going to sound better than if it was directly under my chin. For example, when I had it on my collar right over here, which I'm going to move right now, this is what it's going to sound like. It's slightly under my chin, but it does alter the sound ever so slightly. If the mic can be closer to your mouth, it also makes it sound a little bit better, a little more clearer. Another thing I found out is it's not going to sound very good when you have it kind of hidden away. While it does look a little bit better, it's not going to sound as good. For example, right now I have it hidden away, but it's really under my chin, and it's also sandwiched between my clothes, which means any movement I make, it'll capture the rustling sounds of my clothes, and that's not really desirable, so it's best to have the mic on the outside, not sandwiched in between any kind of clothing. Sometimes in mics there will be a humming noise, especially smaller ones or cheaper ones, and what's nice that Paladou did is they've included like guides on how to remove these humming noises, in case like you have this trouble and you don't know what to do about it from the first get-go when you're listening to your audio. So I think this is a little nice touch. So yeah, I think this is a really good mic. You can use it for YouTube videos, you can use it for streaming if you want to. You can definitely use it for like gaming, but you are going to need a separate microphone jack on your computer. If you're using phones, you can use your headphone jack, and if you don't have that, you are going to need an adapter. So who do I recommend this to? I can recommend this to people definitely on a budget who are trying to get really good audio and want it more direct and close to them so that they can capture their own voice loud enough. Though it will, because it's an omnidirectional mic, it will still capture sound around me. So like, this is snap in front and off to my sides. And if I throw this against the wall, and that was about like 5 feet away from me, it'll still capture those sounds, but at least it'll capture your voice louder than everything else because it's designed to capture sounds closest to it. So whether you're like using this for like podcasting, whether you're trying to do a video like I am right now, or maybe you're trying to play games with it, but you want a better communication mic for cheap and you have a port for a microphone, this is the good go-to. And that's about it. It's a bang up mic. This has been technical. I hope this helps.